Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Aries for the week of March, I don't know, March 20th, 2023. These are a little bit longer because there's so much going on in the stars this week. March 19th, Sunday, is Mercury in Aries. So there's so much fire in the sign of Aries at this time. So you're super tenacious. Then for a little bit of time before Jupiter goes into Taurus, we have Jupiter semi-sextiling Uranus. So then once Jupiter goes about like 2 degrees, it will it will be out of Jupiter semi-sextiling Uranus, and then it'll go back into retrograde. So remember what happened during this time period, because you'll experience the same energies during Mercury in retrograde. Same thing with no, not the same thing. Okay, so then March 21st, carrying us out at 5:26 a.m. is Jupiter semi-squaring Saturn with this energy. Then on the 21st at 1:33 p.m. 1:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the new moon in Aries. We have the sun in Aries as well on the 21st. I forgot to put that on there. And then on March 2nd at 11:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ceres is in retrograde in the sign of Virgo. Different energy, a little bit more masculine energy. As well, because we're more analytical in our way of thinking, so we're not as very empathetic as we should be. Then on the 23rd, 8:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto enters Aquarius. Mars is still not well aspected, and now it's going to be squaring the sun and Ceres here for a little bit. So it's not the easiest energy time for us. We're extremely impulsive now and very reactive. So watch your reactive self. So on the 19th, and also be sure to show your love and support and like, subscribe, and share and help me grow. I think I have like 943 subscribers right now. So please give this channel a subscribe and help me grow, because this is a lot of work, and I do dailies and monthlies. So be sure to check out the monthly horoscopes and how it correlates to give you a more better reading. And then also the monthly horoscopes for Pluto and Saturn for some of the signs. So check your rising, your sun sign, and your first house has the different ages, because certain things are affecting us during this time period. Okay, and I kind of explain why and stuff. So on the 19th at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury enters your first house. So we have tons of fire here. Okay, lots of energy here. Big, giant, huge ass storm. So this is a super busy time for you. You're tenacious, you're ambitious. You have a chance to get a clearer picture of what is ahead of you at this time. Okay, it is a good time for decision making. You're delving more into certainty when it comes to things that you want, but also you're a bit restless because Mars is not well aspected in your third house. So try to stay on the right side of the law. Be careful of your reactive self this week with this energy. Your emotions are so much closer to the surface at this time, for better or for worse. Energy is energy. You're more acutely aware of your feelings. It is a time for expressing what you feel. Pleasant conversations occupies much of your time. Others may voice their affections for you or compliment you. It is a good time to approach others for favors or to ask of things of others or ask people out. Your views and ideas are more popular now. Ooh, the cards want to talk. Ooh, and I got a new tarot deck too. It's called the Neoteric Feminine Tarot, and basically like everybody's a female. So I thought it just looked cool, to be quite honest. I don't care if it's Neo, whatever, as long as it feels good. And then sometimes if I go to Borders or if I go to Spencer's or something like that, I'll literally have other people pick out my tarot cards for me. I'll just ask them, which ones do you like? And they'll tell me, and then I'll just do that and just get tarot cards that way too. I love doing it that way because then, you kind of get a good idea of like what to expect, Concentration does not come easy for you at this time. You will have a tendency to daydream, so you may not get so much done. You may have like tons of energy, so this would be a great time to work it off, work out, go for a walk, work on your yard, because it's just too much for you, okay? This is a very favorable time for expressing your love or appreciation to someone and making new friendships and alliances. Negotiations, especially related to business transactions or settlement agreements, Settlement agreements between two parties tend to go smoothly. You will find it especially easy to get along with others now. This is a favorable time for business, buying and selling. You want to spend more time appreciating art, poetry, fantasy, literature, or music. Now at March 19th, also same day, 6:06 p.m., Jupiter semisectiling Uranus, and your path in life may take an unexpected turn during this time period. So we're going to see these changes. This could be at first, with Jupiter in Aries, but then when Jupiter goes into your second house of money, where you have a bit of more of the Midas touch, your money situation is going to start to turn. Or if not, then this is a new way of being resourceful with your money or taking care of yourself too, because not always the second house has to deal with money, but it also has to deal with self-worth and self-value, and you can be more invested in that as well with this energy. Okay, so pay attention during that time period. An opportunity comes and opens up out of the blue. New possibilities that you may not have considered before are coming up. You will have to think quickly whatever blockages you see in your life. You create a window for yourself. You're strategizing, and you are I don't know what I write. You're strategizing and planning at this time. You're very resourceful and very creative with what you have. And you're very inventive and original with your ideas. So for some of you here, you're thinking outside the box. It's a great time for problem solving and coming up with ideas to help yourself during this time period. Then on the 20th at 5:24 p.m., I did do it. That's the sun enters Aries. You're prone to talk a lot at this time because you want to control your situation. You do have a lot of influence over other people at this time. Yes, of course, you're more in a leadership position. I feel like you have like you have an opinion on every subject now. Pause long enough for others to get in a word in edgewise. You are probably very sociable at this time. You're like a social butterfly. You can be creating parties and get-togethers to get along with friends and family, reaching out to friends and family that you haven't spoken to in so long. At this time, you're very popular. Your popularity increases. A great time for business picking up. A great time for those of you in media and social media. I feel for others of you, you are escaping your routine. You want to escape your routine. The weather is getting better now. So you could be creating outings for your friends, going out on dates at this time. This is a good time for like theaters, concerts, anything. You could even be looking for festivals and stuff like that in your city and what's going on in your city at this time and buying tickets for that. It is also new love coming in, so a great time to mingle if you're single. Hey, okay. And also success of a financial or business venture where investments are paying off. Your relationship to your superiors is likely to improve, and you're more likely to have easier access to power and influence. This is definitely going to aid you in your popularity and success. You're likely to feel lazy. So don't rest on pretty at this time. Don't rest on your laurels. And also, those of you in school, this is the time to really try to focus and stay focused and maybe change your routine, because you can get a lot accomplished during this time period. You can experience back problems during this time period or heart problems. For some of you, you're taking life a little bit more seriously. You're taking your finances a lot more seriously because, again, we have that stellium in the second house as well. I feel like for some of you who are young, like in your 20s, living with mom and dad, they could be kind of inhibiting you on what you can and cannot do at this time with this energy and kind of creating blockages with certain things. Or it could be like a money situation and they may not have the money or not want to spend the money on certain things at this time for you with this energy, so they could be obstructing your goals. Your sense of identity is changing profoundly. You may have more ambition than before. You can be butting heads with other people because the relationship seems to be unbalanced. You may not agree with another person, or you could find them to be too much. You can be accident prone because Mars, again, is not well aspected at 28 degrees. For some of you, you have interceptions in your natal chart, so you may want to check that out. I like astro theme because I just find it to be a bit more accurate. Even though I use Solar Fox, I don't really like Solar Fox, but I will tolerate it because I like Intrepid Astrology. It was made by some dude. He died, and then his family never thought to go and sell the CD. So if any of you have the CD and willing to give it to me or make some kind of like a business arrangement with me, but it got to be the real thing. Don't be sending me pictures. I'll be so much grateful because, oh my God, I killed it with that thing. And now, uh, because I got hacked, I had to clean my computer. Oh God. Anyway, subscribe. So then on the 21st at 5:26 a.m. starts Jupiter semi-squaring Saturn with your 12th and first house. Then I can't talk. March 21st as well, 1:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the new moon in Aries. So make those birthday wishes, and you will. Okay, so it's gonna be a fun energy time for you because you're all about your play this week. So a lot of you may not get anything done because, of course, it's your birthday season. So you're gonna make it your birthday season. So again, popular energy time. All eyes are on you. Busy answering everybody's happy birthdays and all this stuff. You're overindulgent at this time because you be eating good. You may not get anything done at this time as well. You're straightforward, you're honest, and you don't care whose feelings you hurt as well with this energy. And you're not dealing with other people's dramas because it's your party and you'll cry if you damn want to. Okay. The best energy here, though, is with your sun, but Mars is not well aspected. It is very reactive at this time. The new moon in Aries, this is not the easiest time for dealing with other people, or you just don't have the patience to deal with other people. You could be dealing with like a Cancer and they could be trying to make it all about themselves, or other family members could be making situations about themselves at this time, and you just trying to have a good time. You trying to get fun. This is not the time. You do lack patience. You can be accident prone. You can have car problems during this time period. Some of you, Mars is entering your fourth house with this energy. I would be careful with this energy. You may not be getting along with the men in your life. So there could be a lot of fighting with your children or a lot of fighting with family members in general. For some of you, this could be you like not feeling good at this time with this energy. This could also be decisions about the home, getting a home, purchasing a home, or dealing with homeowners associations at this time and not getting along with the landlord, not getting along with homeowners associations at this time. I do see a move happening. It could also be unexpected expenditures coming up as well. Things breaking down around the home that need an upgrade. Jupiter is semi-squaring Saturn. You will feel let me see. You will feel especially like being more to yourself for some of you and not really saying much, not really like letting people in, of course, because you don't like to complain about yourself and you're very prideful that way. I am too. And you don't like to talk about your feelings and you don't like to talk about what is going on. And so I think that because of that, whatever is bothering you right now, you kind of in a way take it out on other people. Oh, hi, Judith. Oh, thank you, Judith. So you kind of take it out on other people at this time with this energy. Be careful about keeping proper perspective, as your perspective on reality could be warped because we're dealing with Saturn and Pisces at this time, dealing with fears and paranormal. Okay, paranormal, because it is 12th house, so be careful with that. Or paranoia. Okay, so be careful. Like you are not the kind, even though a lot of Aries don't get lit because you guys like, a lot of Aries and some Virgos like to be in control of the self, so they don't really get lit. But those of you who do get lit and do like shrooms and pot and all that stuff and whatever y'all do, you're not going to be the best person to be around with when you get high, because you're not going to be fun. You're going to be that paranoid one going, it's going to be like, oh my God. This is a time where you're going to have crisis in faith, where you don't want to believe in anything. There seems to be so many choices, and you wish that there weren't so many damn choices, and that choices would be decisions that you would make easier. For some of you, you may have difficult decisions that you may have to make, and you're not ready to make them, because it could be like with love relationships, for example. Like if you're married for a long time, you want to show honor, you want to respect the marriage, but at the same time, for some of you, you're like kind of like thinking about somebody from your past that you're not over with. Okay. Ceres at 11:50 p.m. goes into retrograde. It's been in retrograde. I think it's in retrograde till October. I gotta check. And it's in the sign of Virgo. For some of you, this is going to be in your 7th house of relationships, because again, we have interceptions. And then for others of you in the 6th house. So in the 7th house, you're reevaluating your relationships. You can be very much in your head, overthinking situations. You can be super critical of other people. So you can be skeptical at this time, or very fault finding with others. So careful, pick and choose your battles with others. You can be getting irritated with other people and you want to tell them off and how messy they are. Instead, switch the conversation. Tell them that this is an opportunity to change the emotional self during this time period. Okay, you benefit through other people taking care of you, or this is a great time for those of you in a leadership position in regards to work. I think I just went into the 6th house. Or if you work in media and social media, this is a great energy time for you. You can be a perfectionist with the 6th house energy and 7th house. You can be hard on yourself, so be careful with this energy. And you can't take criticism for nothing. Okay, and just see criticism as a way of making ego smaller. So you don't got to talk to the person, just apply the correction, make the changes that you need to make, and that's it. Okay, you can be your own worst enemy, so be careful because you're very hard on yourself, so try to lighten up. In the 6th house, you can be super opinionated and critical of other people, but you may not be able to take, again, constructive criticism. Then on the 23rd, and also again, you can check out the monthly horoscopes. Make sure to like that as well for Pluto and Aquarius. I always save it because I don't know when I'm going to do these, because it's a lot of content that I put out, so be sure to subscribe. So I don't know if I'm going to do a glossary page anytime soon. I may not. I don't know. Okay. So on the 23rd at 8:23 a.m., Pluto enters Aquarius. And I do give the ages again, and you can check out your rising, your sun, and your first house to see how it's going to affect you. Okay. So change is happening this week on the 23rd with your money situation. Pluto is forming a square, all right, with the north node and the south node involved. So this could be like changes with your career. This is happening in your, I gotta think about it, in your 11th house at this time. So your 2nd, 8th, and 11th house. So this is like major changes happening in your life. So certain things, situations may no longer apply in your life. This is blow it up and build it back up again. So certain foundations, because South Node is involved and is in your 8th house. So it's kind of like Pluto's living there. Okay. So you got to think of the South Node in Scorpio in the 8th house like Pluto energy. So certain things may no longer apply. Unexpected expenditures can come up. So be careful with your spending this week. So see everything that is happening as an upgrade. Okay. There could also be endings coming up as well. So whatever has to leave your life at this time, let it leave your life. Be it by your hand, because you do have a stellium in the sign of Aries. And it's kind of like certain things you thought were going to go away. You thought were going to end. You thought were going to like just dissipate. Problem over, whatever. And now you're just like, F it, I'm done. Okay, bye, bitch, bye. So you could be like leaving a situation as well. You might leave in a nasty way, stay on the right side of the law. Okay, so because we're dealing with South Node in the 8th house, so it might turn out really nasty and violent. So be careful with that. It's going to be by your hand for some of you. So certain things, situations may no longer apply. You could be leaving an organization. For some of you, you can be joining a new organization. You can be getting a new job at this time. You could be quitting a new job at this time as well. So this is dealing with groups and organizations can be coming to an end because either they can't afford the situation no more that they got going on. They can't afford the organization anymore. So it could be like that, or like certain things no longer apply and they can't afford it. So it could be like a money thing, or the rules and regulations could be changing, or they could just stop doing certain projects because it's no longer in their best interest. Okay. This could be getting a job. This could be joining a group of organizations. For others of you this week, you could have an opportunity to make new friends, and these friends are going to have a long lasting impression on you. These friends that are coming in are going to be long-lasting friends as well, and possibly for some of you, these friends coming in represent the changes that are going to be coming up this year, and they may even bring about like major changes in your life as well. You can have a falling out with old friends during this time period. There is a lot of tension in the people around you. It's also best to avoid confrontation with those in authority. You have lessons with money, not the time to make big expensive, because you're going to have buyer's remorse. South Node is in your 8th house. You're going to have lessons with money this week, okay, with that Pluto here. So this is probably teaching you about how to be more responsible with money, those of you who are younger, or it's going to teach you about the scams, okay, or online theft, that kind of thing. So I would be careful with dealing with online theft, chargebacks, that kind of thing. So, lesson learned. So change your passwords, be careful, protect yourself this week with your money. I feel for others of you, you may be dealing with family members that owe you money, owe you favors, and you can have a nasty falling out with them. Pluto is opposing the earth as well, which is in the sign of Mercury. So for some of you, this is infidelities or you're having an emotional affair. For others of you, relationships can be very one-sided at this time. So be careful with that tit for tat damn game. I hate that damn game. Or make sure you're giving for the sake of giving and you really, truly got to work on not expecting anything in return, which a lot of you can't do that. You need your damn thank you. Okay. Some relationships can be getting nasty. So make sure you're on the right side of the law because again, Mars is not well aspected in the third house. That deals with cars, that deals with popo. Okay. So be careful. You could be dealing with manipulation or betrayal, and a lot of self-realizations are going to come out with Ceres being in retrograde at this time, and then with Pluto in Aquarius during this time period as well. Okay, now let's get into these cards. This is, let me see. Damn, it looks so backwards. Okay, so this is the neoteric feminine. I just like the pictures, okay? And like I said, I go off, I don't really like read them. Sometimes if they look too pretty or if I really like them, like because sometimes I'll pick oracle cards and I hate oracle cards because I just hate them. Then just answers. It's like the cheater's guide to THRU. So anyways, and I thought these were too because they were like saying that they had like words on them and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my gosh. So the King of Swords, yeah, you're super analytical at this time with this energy. Okay. I feel that you are very masculine, super masculine energy. So you need to delve more into your divine feminine energy. And it's so interesting. You know, it's so interesting. I just realized this. I picked for this week's reading the feminine, the neoteric feminine tarot, and it's all women. So men, women, you need to delve into your divine feminine energy this week because you're too masculine. Okay. You are too analytical. You're very straightforward and honest. You're not sympathetic. You need to nurture other people in your life. Okay. You need to listen a little bit more and you need to be a little bit more there for other people during this time period in your life. Okay. The Three of Wands, this is a time of moving forward, and there's a lot of moving forward. For some of you, you could be making some real milestones in your life. You may have been homeless and then you got yourself out of the hole and stuff. So I do feel like as I connect with this energy, I do feel like there's real blessings coming your way at this time. This is a time moving back, but then you're moving forward. So there could be some backwards going on here because you're not done with certain chapters in your life. You're not done with certain relationships in your life, or you're not done moving forward with certain relationships. Like you're still like hanging on to the past, but then trying to move forward at the same time. The Knight of Swords, again, you have a lot of clarity, okay? And you're very analytical in your feelings. It doesn't mean that you got patience. You don't got no patience. Oh, hell no. Patience out the damn door. I swear to God, we gonna hear about Aries, how they slapping people across the face because they just don't got no damn patience. They're like, shut up, boom. It's like, damn, people be flinching every time Aries come by. The Two of Swords, I feel this is a time for some of you for introspection, but as I connect with this, I'm hearing like there's a reality check going on for some of you. And then on top of that, I feel like for some of you here, you could be having a bit of an anxiety attack. So this could be way too much energy for you. So make sure that you are like doing something physical and nice and kind, and make sure you're doing something physical to kind of burn off that energy, like running, like working on your yard, something, okay, to get rid of that extra energy. Clean your house, clean my house, shoot, I got a lot of stuff in repairs. I live in Bethel, Ohio. So if any of my Aries need to like clean, do yard work, I got a bunch of trees that need trim. feel free to climb up on those trees, whatever. The Four of Wands, this is happy energy time. This could be a time period where you're super busy, working home, working home, working home. But I feel like for some of you, you got like a lot of like a social life going on here. So you could be very busy this week. Normally this means like working home, family, traditions, but I feel like it's a hodgepodge of a little bit of everything. Like you're set for this week. Like you are not going to be bored. Okay. You got too much going on. The Two of Wands, recognition and success coming up for you with this energy. This can be a popular energy time for you. For some of you, you're just being quiet. You're more to yourself at this time. You're more in your feelings about things. You have a lot to think about during this time period. You want to make changes in your life, but at the same time, you could be more concerned about other people. For some of you, it depends what planets you got going on, because if you got like Pisces in your Aries rising, you could be like, you have a hard time moving forward with certain situations. So it's not the easiest energy time for you. Okay. For some of you, the focus could be more on home life and neighbors at this time. And neighbors could be like driving you crazy this week. Okay. The King of Coins, I feel for some of you here that you could be creating your boundaries with other people in your life. You could be letting them know what's up. I feel for others of you here, I feel like you could be coming from a very wealthy community as well with this energy. So you could be more of a participant in your life. You could be doing a lot of philanthropy work during this time period, or you could be joining the homeowners associations during this time period as well. The Page of Cups. Oh, I hate the damn Page of Cups. This bitch. I hate you. We dating. We thinking about approaching people at this time. We just don't know. So this is dating. Hi. Oh, thank you, just being me. Hi, Della Baroca. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. Hello. So I hate this card. I really do. Every time I see it in my thing, because I'm single now and I want to mingle, and then this bitch shows up and I'm just like, F you. I hate you. It's like, I don't even want to talk no more. I don't even want to do my cards. This is an emotionally confusing time for some of you. So for some of you, you may have a difficult time getting your feelings across to somebody with this energy. Yes, Della Borca, how can I help you? So then we have the Ten of Swords. So for some of you could be starting over in your life with this energy here. I feel also there's confrontation happening, of course, because you don't got no damn patience for nobody during this time period as well. Okay. For some of you prefer to be by yourself. This just, sometimes the swords just means that this could be just a very busy week for you with lots going on with this energy. The Seven of Wands deals with a process with this energy here as well. So certain things can be a bit of a process. So expect some delays in certain areas of your life this week with this energy as well. The Ace of Cups, I see emotional validation, some much needed good news here with this energy. Yeah, yes, I said yes. You guys can ask questions on here. Go ahead. I'm just trying to finish up this video because I'm not trying to make this an hour long because I want to go to sleep. So type in your questions. I'm an Aquarius. That's a reading. And I'm not on Super Chat. I need to get 1,000 people to get monetized so I can do the Super Chat. And then I will do the Super Chat. So until I get 1,000 people, I'm not taking any readings at this time. I do offer readings, email readings. They're like $40 on my consultation page. Check out this video or another video. Go to the link in the description box below and then click on the consultation page. But until everybody wants to subscribe and stuff like that, and I get 1,000 subscribers, then I can get monetized, and I'll be more than happy to do like $5 little mini readings. They're not going to be 10 minutes. They're probably going to be they're probably going to be like 5 minutes, small answer questions. And if you want something a little bit more elaborate, get an email reading or a reading. All right. So make sure, share, subscribe. I only need 60 people. So if there's 60 people on here, please subscribe, and I'll do the little $5 mini readings. They're really mini, so don't be expecting like a long thing. If you want a long thing, you can get a regular reading. Okay. So also during this time period, I feel you are really this week, for a lot of you, avoiding the drama in your life. Like you are not having it at this time. Like you are all about your peace, you are keeping busy, and you just like staying and minding your own damn business at this time with this energy. The Sun card, mastering your emotional self. For some of you who are in love, this is lucky in love at this time with this energy as well. Yeah, I only have 946 subscribers. So, I just need like how many people? I don't know. I don't got my calculator. But, so if you want a reading, little mini reading and stuff, I could do it, but blah blah blah. So anyways, this is also you with like standing out, being seen at this time. People are noticing you. Again, emphasis on popular energy time period for you. I feel like for some of you that this could be a time of new beginnings. Okay. Well, thank you. Okay. So also, thank you, Just Being. So also at this time, I feel this is a time of contemplation and meditation and kind of sitting on your hands about certain things that you want to do as well. So again, Page of Cups. You're not so quick to jump into anything new. I hate damn Page of Cups. And, this is a time where you're kind of sitting on your hands about things, trying to manifest things into your life. For some of you, you could be delving more into self-care and just working on yourself with this energy here and not not trying to get involved in any drama or anything like that. The Nine of Cups, my yes card. Look at her. She looks like an old little lady, all dialed up and no place to go. The yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. With the King of Coins, there is some kind of like windfall of money. We could still be getting our IRS checks at this time. This could also be inheritance. This could also be business picking up during this time period as well. But also with this energy, you have lessons with money coming in. So I would be really careful with your giving energy at this time and how much you do for other people, because they're not going to repay you and you're not going to see that money back at this time as well. So know that. The Seven of Swords, you can be more quiet into yourself during this time period as well. I feel for some of you, you need to keep your receipts. The drama is real at this time with this energy, and some people could be throwing you under the bus. This is a good time for business picking up. This is a good time to be trusting your intuition. You can be very courageous at this time with this energy. You could also be keeping more to yourself and not saying anything to other people at this time. The Three of Cups, I feel, again, it seems like it's going to be an emotionally confusing time for some of you, and some of you have some like real like contemplation and thinking to do and certain things that you want to do but you're not ready to do. So some of you like born in the 1970s, you may have like a lot of planets in Libra. Those of you who are born 1993 through 96, you got tons of planets in Capricorn. So it kind of like makes you sit on your hands about things and makes you think. So now you're just thinking, think. So that's what we're doing here during this time period. But you are more about your social life, but your social life could be very dramatic. Okay. You may have some difficult decisions to make with the friends. For some of you with love, if you're dating, you two could be talking about moving in with each other at this time with this energy, mastering your money situation during this time period as well, creating your own reality. The Queen of Cups tells me, with that bitch of the Page of Cups, love is around the corner. So I don't know if that's 3 months from now, 8 months from now, 20 days from now. I do not know. Okay. But love is around the corner. That's what she tells me. So love is there somewhere. No changes. Oh my gosh, let's turn that around. So change is happening. Okay. Change is happening. There could be a purging. It may not be a strong purging. It may not be a bad purging because this was in reverse, or it may be a change, but it's not going to be so significant as to rattle your world. Some of you, it may rattle you emotionally, but other than that, it's not going to kill you or anything like that. And it's not going to be so dramatic for some of you. Okay. It just depends what's going on with your natal chart. The Six of Wands, I feel like you are going to defend yourself this week with this energy here as well. So you could be taking it to the internet at this time with this energy, because just some people just want to get you in trouble at this time or make you look bad or something. The Moon card, truth is going to be revealed. during this time period. You may end up knowing who your friends are at this time, and you may see people for their ugly colors because you got that Pluto in the 11th house. Okay, so things get nasty with the friendships. I feel you're going to get a lot of clarity on your situations here that are going on in your life at this time as well. The King of Wands, I feel for some of you here, you can be dealing with a Leo or another fire sign. This person is stuck in their ways of thinking with this energy here as well. With this energy, the Wheel of Fortune card, this relationship is going to make a turn of events coming up for you. Okay, so, and I feel like, you know, you want to pick and choose your battles with people in your life at this time as well. You want to leave at your own time, or you want this person to leave when you say they're good to leave. Okay, so that could be the problem. The Hierophant card, there is definitely expect the unexpected during this time period as well. This could be like a positive turn of events happening with a group. Like I said, so this is going to be happening on Friday with the groups, okay, and the associations and the organizations. And there could be some turn of events, okay, because there's going to be a lot of truth being revealed. So there could be some scamming going on. There could be some, like, you know, like people stealing at this time or being caught in the cookie jar. I feel for some of you who are thinking about leaving a situation with the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant card, it's going to be the best thing you ever done for yourself, was to leave this toxic relationship or to leave this job or this situation, you know. So if the universe has to remove you from this association with these people, let it. I know it's going to hurt because it's like ego. It deals with triggers from the childhood and stuff like that. And, you know, being rejected. And nobody likes to be rejected. You know, I don't, you know, so know that, you know, it's dealing with that hurt. Okay. And so you got to let go of that hurt, because that's also Lilith talking to you too in the sign of Leo. So you got to let go of that hurt and see the blessing in the situation. Okay. It's not about staying in a place where you're not happy, you're freaking miserable. You probably getting yourself drunk or trying to stay in the relationship by getting high or something, medicating yourself, you know, so it's not healthy for you. So you need to leave the situation. Okay. So yeah, and it's going to be a blessing. And right after that, you're going to see sparks of miracles happening for yourself. So anyways, so yeah, so if you guys want the mini readings, it's only for subscribers, and it's like $5. It's less than 10 minutes and it's short questions. I do offer like yearly reports, compatibility charts, and stuff like that in the consultation page below. I can't use the super chat yet, so you guys have to subscribe to the channel. I think I have like 946 subscribers, I checked. So be sure to subscribe so we could do the super chat thing. Okay. Kisses. Love you. Thank you, everybody, for visiting. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate the love energy. Mwah.